we really wanted to bring the concept of joy to audiences, and there's so much going on in the world that is not so joyful, and so being able to really kind of it's 25 minutes to be able to compress a sense of what it means to really feel like yourself and comfortable and able to do something that you enjoy into that 25 minutes and have audiences walk away just feeling that joy and that love is that's what it is for me.
We really want that the queer people who actually um experience this to feel less alone.
Yeah, we wanted queer people to feel like this is there are also other people that experience the same stuff as them.
And you will find your own happiness in this situation. You will find no matter what.
I'd like to think that our film will hopefully give joy, but also make people think about when somebody does tell them who they really are, to actually listen, not to react or challenge or anything like that, but to simply just listen and make them feel heard is massively important.
I think it's this invitation that film gives us to empathize with a character and to show a truth of just one perspective, of just one person or one community, in a way that gives us an insight that we would never get otherwise. So I think it's why film is so effective, but it's also the responsibility that we carry in film. And I think it's a big torch to carry of everything we make and everything we put out there. We need to be aware that that is going to have an impact on the people that watch it.
The power of film is to make people think. The power of film is to really allow people to see a different side of life, a more nuanced side of life.
If I didn't get to see like those representation, I don't think I will be in this state right now.
In this world right now we're living in at the time, understanding is actually a luxurious concept. And by having more LGBTQIA plus representation through different art forms is to create more opportunities for people to see, listen, and feel.
I think what something like Five Films can do is offer up these different perspectives, beyond the headlines and beyond, what maybe people are kind of seeing day to day. And again, we just responded to what the team were offering us there, which was just the joyfulness and community. And we wanted, to make something that would reflect that. So again, to have it as part of the Five Films program, I think it's just so important to be sharing these stories.
I think to see like many queer stories from around the world, from different countries, it will be really powerful.
Yeah, because we need to see a lot of POVs in queer, just in queer community.
I think it's not only supported and celebrated filmmakers that's making films with the narrative of LGBTQIA plus community, but I think it's also supports and provide an easier accessibility for audience who wants to watch film worldwide, whether it's going to be online through different multiple platforms, or it's going to be in cinema or in theater for the screening experience. I think that is extremely important nowadays.
I think being a part of Five Films for Freedom is really crucial, especially now, more so now the world we live in, it's just crazy. So, and there's so much negativity and inequality facing LGBTQ plus people globally. And I think having something like Five Films for Freedom now is so important to be part of it, to be recognized as a film that could hopefully help bring about some change or hope or joy or change, I think is incredible.
It's incredible.
It's nuts, right? I mean, it's crazy.
20% of excitement and 80% being terrified.
It's just incredible to know that it will be reaching communities even beyond the United Kingdom. And I think that's what we loved about doing a football documentary as well, as it is a bit of a universal language, and we hope people kind of, see themselves in this film, no matter, what their background or identity is.
This is why we made the film, because we wanted it to just go out there so that it can reach that one kid that we hope will see it and feel a bit less alone.
It means a lot. I mean, like when I saw the email about how you guys will translate it to 20 different languages, I was like crying in my shower. I was like, oh my god, I think this is happening, because the film is for the queer. So like to know that the film will be watched by the queers, like it makes my heart full.
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Bend It Like Beckham.
Doctor Who.
Eurovision?
There is one film that changed my life, kind of. It's a superhero film from Indonesia, and the superhero is actually trans woman.
It's called
Madam X.
There was always like these really fabulous people on Eurovision, and it always played at our house, and it was kind of like the most camp thing, I guess, that I would be allowed to watch.
Looking, created by NGGAK, is one of the most important and underrated series that's been created.
Vicious, which I think went out in like ITV with him and Derek Jacobi. And yeah, I think that show for me, as wild as it was, and was probably maybe a bit too young to watch it, but I didn't really feel the need to have like a massive coming out in my house. Like, I'm very lucky that I've got a very supportive and open family, but I think it was kind of just a quip when we were watching that, probably having our dinner, that I was like, oh, that might be what I'm like one day. Just Ian and Derek like badgering away.
I mostly watch cartoons.